Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. Of course, I'm Diego. And I'm taking a break real quick because I want to say something about what happened the other day, this weekend. Obviously, y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at the thumbnail, okay? I just want to get this out of the way, please. My politics are pretty well known, okay? I mean, if you read between the lines of the things that I say, it's pretty obvious which direction I lean, okay? But I don't try too hard. Not too hard to push my politics on you, because I do understand that everybody has the right to their own opinions. I've got my opinions, and if you're watching my videos, then that tells me that you want to hear my opinions. Okay, now yes, I do reserve my opinions to dating and movies and stuff like that. Okay, but I also have very strong political opinions as well. Most of you know that I am a veteran. Okay, that I served honorably with the United States Marine Corps, and I saw some stuff, okay? Most of you know that, okay? You know that I am a single father, okay? And that I raised my son by myself here, so you know the stuff about me, okay? And that I try to give you a straight man's point of view on these videos, okay? But I can't just not say something about what happened this weekend, all right? Okay, I'm not telling you who to vote for. First of all, let's get that out of the way. I'm not telling you to vote for. You vote for whoever the hell you want, okay? I'm going to vote who I want to vote for, okay? The point is that you vote, okay? That you vote, all right? And whether you're a liberal or whether you're, a conservative, I don't care, okay? But there's something I need to say here, okay? And what that is that what that piece of crap did this weekend to try to assassinate, okay, the number one contender for president of the United States, okay? That is an act of cowardice. Okay, absolutely. I don't care what political opinion you are. Okay, if you are somebody that thinks it was okay to do what that guy did this weekend, okay, then you're not someone I want to associate with. You're definitely not someone that I want to, be friends with. Okay, I'm going to avoid people like you. There is no excuse for this. If you want to beat the man, if you hate the man that much, and let's face it, the media hates him. They absolutely hate him, okay? They spent the past 8 years, okay, just tarnishing him. Just saying, I've never seen so many horrible things said about one guy, even if you didn't like that, even if the guy was a piece of crap president, okay, like the one we have now, okay? Even if you didn't like him as a president, you thought he was terrible, his policies were terrible, his position was terrible, okay? You still have to respect the office. Okay, you don't like him, fine. That's who the people voted for. He's got to do his 4 years. And if you want to get rid of him, then vote him out of the office. It's simple. It's simple. You don't act like a crybaby about it for 4 years and just smear the guy. Oh my God, the more that the leftist wing media, the more that they've been the more vitriol they've slung at President Trump, the more they've exposed themselves. See, that's the part I don't think they really understand. That's the part I don't think the deep state really understands, that the more you do against this guy, the more you're exposing who you are, what you are, and who's on your team, okay? That is the worst thing you can do. When you're trying to do a shadow campaign, when you're trying to do when you're trying to be all the cloak and dagger stuff, okay? When you're trying to be the guy that's behind the curtain, you're not supposed to peek out of the curtain, okay? And that's what's been going on. Okay, I mean, if you really think about it, okay, like I said, regardless of whether you agree with Trump or not, look what they've done. They tried to take away his money. They've tried to put him in jail. They tried to impeach him twice. And what charges? What charges did they come up with? Oh, what, he paid off a porn star? Are you kidding me? That's what they got on him? He paid off a porn star? That was the travesty he did? Like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying here? That's what they got him on? And the more they do this, the more they expose who they are. Because when this all started, in 2016, when all this started, those of us who voted for Trump, we were called conspiracy theorists. There's nothing going on. There's nothing. We're not doing anything shady. You're just a conspiracy theorist. You're just being paranoid. And then slowly, as it kept going, oh no, there's nothing wrong with it. Why? What, you saying it's not okay to have women, Secret Service members? What, are you sexist? Is that what you are? You're sexist? Is that what you're telling me? You're sexist? They started accusing us of saying maybe a bunch of women are not the best bodyguards for the president of the United States. Maybe that's just not a good choice. You see what I mean? But then we were called sexist for saying that, you know, and I could just, the list goes on. I'm not going to fucking bore you with it right here. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Is anytime somebody spoke out against what they were doing, okay, we were the ones that were targeted. We were the ones that were insulted. We were the ones that were told there's something wrong with us. Okay? And no matter how much crap they threw it, whether you like them or not, look at all the crap they've thrown at Donald Trump. Look at everything they've thrown at him. And the guy is still standing. The guy is still standing. He's still fighting back. Like, my God, could you have done that? No, you couldn't. I couldn't have done that. You know, the smear campaign, all the celebrities calling him all these terrible, horrible names while he was still in office. You know, all the talk shows that were putting him down, saying he was gonna start concentration camps. He was gonna put gays in concentration camps. You know, all the lies that have already been exposed as lies. You remember when Ocasio-Cortez, remember when she was crying in front of that fence, and then the next picture you saw were all those Mexicans being locked up in a cage. You know, even though that picture of those Mexicans in cages was from like 2008. It wasn't even when back when Obama was president. You know, she had faked that picture. Okay, you know, all that, even all that stuff has been called out. Okay. We all of you that are watching this right now, okay, have you been to a big city in America? Have you been to New York lately? Have you been to Chicago lately? I have to go to Chicago because I'm from there. You know, I don't live there anymore. But, okay, if you've been to any of these big cities, Los Angeles, Seattle, San Francisco, Chicago, New York, if you've been to any of these big cities, okay, you know damn well how bad it is. You know damn well how bad it is. Okay, it was not like this under Trump. Okay, it wasn't. Like I said, whether you agree with it or not, it was a totally different world. Okay? We didn't have 2 wars going on like we do now. Well, we're sending all this money to these countries when we've got, like, what, my fellow veterans are out there in the street starving. You know, we're sending billions of dollars, you know, to Israel and to Ukraine. I mean, that guy Zelensky, the president over there, that guy's over here dancing in stiletto heels in drag. Okay, does that sound like the ruler of a country? You know, he's doing videos. Guy was a stand-up comic before he was the president of Ukraine. Do you really think he's a real leader, or he's just a puppet? He just comes over here, hangs out with celebrities, and gets a bunch of billions of dollars and goes back, you know, and starts forcing their men over there into the army? I mean, it wasn't like it is now. It wasn't. And you know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. I've seen it. We've all seen it. Even if you're against me completely and you don't agree with my politics or stuff, okay, you've still seen it. You've still seen it. You know? Okay, this isn't a question of race. This isn't a question of religion. This isn't a question of any of that kind of stuff. It's not a question of straight versus gay or transphobia or any of that crap. Okay, if anything, it's a question of class. Who's got the money and the power and who doesn't? Okay, when you're not a billionaire, you don't live in a gated community, okay, you're not a celebrity, okay, you know, you're just an average person who's trying to put food on the table for himself and for his family, just an average person, okay, ordinary, like most of us are, okay. The only power we have over our government is our vote. That's all we have. We have nothing else. Okay, George Clooney can be, you know, he'd be worth $500 million, and he's over here hanging out with Obama and shit. Okay, George Clooney raising money for Biden. You know, he could be doing all that kind of stuff, but even George Clooney only gets 1 vote. You see what I mean? That's the only level playing field that we have. Okay? Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I was not happy when Biden got reelected. When he became president again, when he became president, I was not happy at all. I think that election was stolen. You know, but I accepted it. I accepted the next 4 years. Okay. I wasn't, you know, on talk shows, you know, calling Biden every name in the damn book every single day, like The View does with Trump, you know, who are a bunch of rich elitist bitches. You know, we weren't doing that. You know, and it's just, you know, like I said, even if you don't like Trump, even if you don't want him to win, okay, look at all the crap that's been thrown at him, and he's still standing. You know, I mean, he literally dodged a bullet this weekend. He literally dodged a bullet. And whether you like him or not, dude, I gotta respect that. Even if I wasn't a Trump supporter, even if I wasn't a MAGA, even if I wasn't any of those things, if I was Biden all the way, I would still respect a guy like that. who still, he didn't cry, he didn't stay down on the ground. Okay, he had his like 5'3" Secret Service ladies pick him up, even though he's like 6'2", you know. And he stopped with blood on his face, and he did the, no, fight back, fight back, fight back. I'm not going down this way. The fight's not over. We're going to win, and we're going to win through the vote from the ballots, not the bullets, the ballots. I got to respect that. When I was in the Marines, okay, whenever we had to engage an enemy, there's only one thing that ever, you have to learn to respect your enemy. There's only one thing I was ever really afraid of when I was in combat. The only one thing I was afraid of, and that was, what if the enemy, we used to say this, have the saying, okay, like, would you die for your country? Okay, and the correct answer is no. When someone asks an American that, would you die for your country? The answer is no, I wouldn't. That's the enemy's job. And I'm going to give them what they want. That's the enemy dies for their country, not us. Okay, we're going to give the enemy what they want. All right. But when you actually see people like that, I can't, even despite the fact that, I hated them, and my mission was, to take them out, in combat. Some of these guys just would not give up. Like, they would not. And nothing scared me more than that. Here's a guy with nothing to lose. He's more than willing to give up his life if it means taking me out. This is a guy, these are guys that will definitely, they'll go down in a blaze of glory if it means taking me down. You see what I mean? And I saw some of that. I saw guys with that kind of conviction. Nothing else mattered to them except killing me. Not their lives, not the lives of their families, not their loved ones, not their comrades. The only thing mattered was killing me. And despite the fact that that's terrifying and that I'm not like that, I'm over here worried about my own guys that I got to take care of, Despite the fact that I don't agree with that, I don't agree with him, I couldn't help but respect them for that. These guys are committed. They're not worrying whether their wives are cheating on them back home, okay? They're not worried about, if they're going to ever eat Taco Bell again or drink a Diet Pepsi like I was. They weren't worried about stuff like that. All they care about is killing me. Killing me. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to get that done. That's pretty fucking scary. Okay? That's pretty fucking scary. But I can't help but respect that. So I learned pretty early on to respect your enemy. Respect your enemy, even though they're trying to kill you. Give them the respect that they're willing to put their life on the line to stop you from having yours. Okay? So you've got to look at it that way. Okay? It's the only way you can think like them. You've got to kind of understand why they are the way they are. You don't have to agree with it. Okay? So even if I didn't like Trump, even if I didn't love Trump, even if I didn't think that he was the best president we've ever had in my lifetime, I would still respect the fact that he still got up and he's still willing to fight. He didn't drop out of the election. Hell, he just picked the VP today. I hope this guy is really good. This J.D. Vance guy, I hope he's really good. I got to read up more about him. But, this guy's got balls of steel. And I got to respect that. Even if he was my enemy, I would still respect him. Okay? This guy's not giving up. He's not quitting. If anything, he's stronger now than he was before this weekend happened. Okay? We all know Biden is senile. He's probably got Parkinson's. He's got all the symptoms of that. But, his press secretary, she's not going to say that. Because he wants to win again. He's not in charge of anything. He's not running the country. Who is? I'll tell you who is. The people that did this. That's who's running the country. Okay? And the more they try to prosecute him, the more they try to, take away his money, the more they try to smear him, the more they do that, the more they try to kill him. They're just exposing themselves. We're getting a lot closer. For example, who was the first person I would talk to? I want to talk to the sniper. I want to talk to the Secret Service sniper that was standing behind Trump, the one that actually shot the shooter. I want to know why the hell he didn't notice him earlier. That's what I want to know. Okay, we'll start from there, because that guy knows something. You see what I'm talking about? Okay? I mean, these people are being exposed. All right, and I think that's a wonderful thing. There's a reason that Biden doesn't want Trump to get reelected, okay? because if he gets reelected, he's going to expose everyone. He said he was going to do it last time when he won in 2016, but he didn't. He let Hillary Clinton go, despite the fact that she deleted 30,000 emails. He let her go. But he also didn't know who to trust. He thought he had appointed the right people, which these guys betrayed him. Well, that's not going to happen again. And I think that once we start exposing the Secret Service, who was under Mayorkas, the head of Homeland Security, that guy's corrupt as fuck. And he's in charge of protecting the president. And now he's going to do his own investigation to find out what went wrong. Are you crazy? That'd be like if the mafia like tried to kill somebody and it didn't work. And so they're going to find out what they did wrong. Are you crazy? It's not going to happen. So, so I need to say this, okay? Whether you agree with Trump or not, okay, he did not deserve what happened to him this weekend. Thank God he failed. Thank God it failed. And I hope he does become president. And if you want to hate me, I don't care. You want to hate me over that? That's fine. I don't care. But that's how I feel. That's honestly how I feel in my heart. I see a lot of injustice in this country. Okay, this deep state is a lot worse than you think it is. They don't want you to think about it. But once you start thinking about it, you can't stop thinking about it. Oh my God, what else have they done? What else are they doing? What other politicians are working for them, are being blackmailed and have to go along with this crap? We've seen this before. You've got drag queens. You've got men dressed as women that are teaching little kids in kindergarten and first grade. I'm not making that up. You've got drag queens parading. You got gay pride parades. You got men in cages wearing nothing but boots and a thong, and they're grinding on each other in front of little kids. In front of little kids. And they're saying that's a good thing? Somewhere deep down this, if you're a human being, somewhere deep down inside your heart, you know this is wrong. You know that. You know this is wrong. Whether you're too lazy to say anything about it, or whether you're afraid what will happen to you if you say anything against it, and I can understand that. I know there's a lot of people that lose their jobs when they speak up against this stuff. I know that. But somewhere deep down inside that what the other side is doing is wrong. It's wrong. Even if you agreed with all the virtue signaling that they say, even if you believed all the crap they keep saying, the way they're going about this is completely immoral. Completely. I mean, that's it right there. That's it right there. If you want to beat him, you got to beat him the right way. The fair way. You try to kill him. Dude, you just expose yourself for what you really are. Okay, for anyone who wasn't sure about the liberal side, okay, I think you've got several million that just became sure this weekend about what side they're really on. And for those of you that jumped ship, I'm glad you did. Now, I'm not saying that conservatives are going to be the best party forever. No, not at all. Okay, I know my history. I know there was a time when conservatives were crap. I know that. I've been alive long enough to remember that. All right? But right now, they're definitely the better choice, in my opinion anyway. Like I said, you're going to disagree with me. That's fine. But please don't disagree with me with what they did this weekend. I'm so tired of these people talking about, why the hell did he miss? If only he had had taken his target classes more seriously. That kind of thing, Yeah, anyway. So that's all I got to say about this, all right? I thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next review. Bye.